Alright everybody, this is the last video from our spring break day out from our spring break trip. We had originally planned to go to the Callaway Gardens that were also near Pine Mountain, Georgia. Whenever we got there though, it was like $20 per person to go to the gardens, and we were just sort of like, that's just not worth it, especially in the winter. And I've heard they're great, so eventually we'll probably go back. Anyway, we decided that we did still want to go see some gardens, so I said, well, why don't we go to the Columbus Botanical Gardens on our way back down before dinner. So we decided to do that. It was one of those things that it's free with a suggested donation. So we read that and we're like, okay, suggested donation of $2. Put our $2 in the little bucket and went in. All right, so you're going to see the Columbus Botanical Gardens, and I put Botanical Gardens in quotes here, and you'll see for a very obvious reason we ended up calling it the Botanical Woods instead. So this was a little bit of a flop, but I think that you'll enjoy the humor in it anyway. I hope you enjoy.
Are you catching a Pokemon?
Nope. I'm just pointing out the fact that there are so many little plaques with a bunch of little scrubby nothings. Looks like my garden.
Oh, look.
What is there, something poisonous, venomous?
It's winter honey something or other. It's little berries.
Are they poisonous?
Probably not. Oh, look at this one.
Yummy.
Careful, this is wet right here. That means you're going to get sprinkled on.
So what are you called? Puffius Bolius?
Okay, I think the only way for us to get to the other area, baby, is to get sprinkled on. Oh, wait. We could have
Chinese snowball verilium?
Okay. Come here.
Far be it from me, I don't understand this place. No.
We do need to go up this terrace way, even though you might get rained on, because we got to make it to that trail right up there.
Got it. Terraced way.
We're going to get sprinkled on.
Okay.
This is bound to happen.
Plants coming soon.
Your mom is not going to appreciate the fact that you don't understand the joy of going to a garden.
I mean, if I could eat off the plants, it'd be understandable. But I don't really understand something.
This way.
So I can't go into the barn?
No.
Well, that defeats the purpose of coming then.
That does not defeat the purpose of coming. Alright.
Beerberry?
Beer.
Beer?
Beer.
Beer? Mmm. Deer. Overflow parking.
Gin house. Apparently you missed that.
I'm missing something very important. I mean, I get like a nature trail. I understand that. But when it has a plaque in front of a tree that's literally bare, far be it from me to understand nothing.
It's letting you know what type of tree it is. Because maybe you've seen them all over the place but have no clue what it is. So guess what? Now you know.
Ooh, look, a troll's this way.
You said the trail. It says trail. Trail.
Oh, every 20 feet it's going to tell me which way my troll is. It's like an RPG game. Your objective is in 20 meters.
This is more garden-like. More botanical garden-like.
Okay. I think it's weird that it's paved here, but
Yeah.
like nowhere else. So is this drinking water?
No.
No.
I know, I'm sort of like you. I could use some of them. Don't drink it. Don't drink it.
Oh, it's nice and cold too. Now my hand's covered in moss.
Covered in moss and algae.
Yeah, him too. In 25 years, this place is going to be really pretty.
Oh my goodness.
All the things will be grown up.
These look like tulips that haven't bloomed yet.
It's just,
Yeah, there's one right there.
yeah.
Oh, no, they're not. They're not tulips. They're daffodils? think
I
that's
don't
a
know.
daffodil.
Maybe that's a greyhound. I don't know.
So most botanical gardens have flowers all over, similar to this section.
Mm-hmm. See, this is kind of what I expected. I mean, considering it's like early spring, I understand that not everything's going to be blooming right now.
Mm-hmm.
But at least I can tell, hey, this is a plant that was planted here on purpose, opposed to something that was, you know, just kind of here and it's like, hey, that just happens to be a gum tree. Well, let's put a plaque up for that. Alba plena? What do you do? Nucio's jewel. La peppermint. Frankenstein.
It's not so Frankenstein. Kid, oh, kickoff. I thought it said kids off.
Kickoff. You don't look like a football player to me. Maybe it's just me, but I think it's weird that all these plants have like dead flowers around them. It's got to be telling us something.
Let's go to the long wetland loop.
Still following that troll. But yes, I agree. I would expect more, you know, what is the word? Foliage?
Flora?
That's the word. Floras.
Flora.
I'm still following that troll.
We're gonna get to the end and you're not gonna have a troll and you're gonna be really sad.
It is going to be disappointing. It's like all of the Assassin's Creed games. So what are these?
Oh, sprinkles.
Wouldn't mind drinking a little bit of that. Yeah, this is more just a nature trail in the middle of a big city than
And
anything.
Botanical Gardens.
Yeah.
Specifically, it's called Botanical Gardens. Columbus Botanical Gardens.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of nature trails, but
That just wasn't what we were expecting to do today.
yeah. I will admit though, it was totally worth the $2 that I put into the tip thing. All right, so parking lot, long loop, wetland.
Maybe the wetland loop is amazing.
I don't know. We'll
Let's
find
do it.
out. So we went on the extra long one. It's the wetlands loop. And here's our wetland. Right there. On through a fence that keeps the giraffes out. Or
There
maybe
are no
it's
giraffes.
might find the trolls.
I think they need to go to Florida and see what a wetland actually is.
I mean, when I heard botanical gardens, I expected plants, not like a nature trail. Yeah, I expected to see things that was blatantly obvious. Hey, this was planted on purpose, and when it blooms, you'll be able to pick the things off and eat them right where you stand, and we're going to hate you for doing that because we're trying to make money off that stuff. But it's nothing.
Well, the good news is we're almost back at the parking lot.
Truth, because there's the marine